So UML is this way that we describe things pictorially, and it stands for Unified Modeling Language. There's a pretty complicated one. We're going to be doing some that are a little easier than that. Okay, so first I want to show you, I was having a bit too much fun over here. Get rid of that. Okay. It took me a long time to choose the perfect pen. This is actually a crayon. Okay, so there are different kinds of arrows that you use to connect things, and they have different meanings in UML. So the basic one, the one that we've already talked about, is this one. It's an open arrow, and that means extends. And that also signifies an is-a relationship. Then some other cool ones we have. Yes, so this one is one of my favorites. That's supposed to be a diamond, by the way. And so what this thing means, this means composition. I'm not going to write all that. That stands for has a. And there's actually two different variations of that one. There's an open diamond as well. And it's more like, these are both kind of has a, but this one is a more tight one. So it really kind of means more like, sorry, not that one. This one means owns. So pretty much the thing that is being composed just has the same life as the object. Am I crazy trying to make this thing do what I want now? Let's see, new thing. Let's try and show you an example of these things. Draw.io. The world is watching. Okay, so I'm going to use these simple classes. So what I'm trying to do right now is show a class diagram for humans and vampires. Well, you know what I'm thinking is that, like, you know, vampires do a lot of things that humans do, you know, like they can run and, you know, sit or whatever, but then they also do other stuff like suck blood. So this is kind of a good example of where you might want to extend, because vampires still want to be able to do all the human stuff. Yes, and then we're going to put werewolf here. Oh, the reason here is I'm not supposed to be going like tripping on my Twilight business, which is terrible, by the way. I'm just wanting to show you these arrows and things. Ooh, I don't think I wanted that. Now come here. Okay. Come here. All right, there. Now I'm going to attach this end to the human and this end to the vampire. And then I would do the same for the werewolf. And you can see the extends arrow has an empty triangle on the end of it. It has to go in that direction. Okay, now if I wasn't being recorded, I would do this a whole lot neater and they wouldn't be all like crooked like that. But you're getting the idea. So we have the UML. This is how you describe these relationships. I'm going to show you another one that relates to these composition thingies. New. Okay, well, we're going to talk about ducks. What's new? Should really get some new ideas, huh? Okay, UML section, and then I'm going to have a duck. This is just to show you what this relationship might be like. And then over here, I'm going to have a pond. And I'm showing you this one specifically because, you know, you're probably gathering that the ducks are in the pond. So let's see. We have a choice of, does the pond own the ducks or does it just have ducks? I'm going to let the ducks have their own independent ideas separate from the pond. So where is this one? Oh, aggregation. Okay, so it's saying aggregation composition. Composition is the one where it owns, really. It's a closer connection. It's like more like the engine in a car. The engine doesn't really run by itself. And I'm going to use this aggregation one for the ducks in the pond. So the ducks are in the pond, so I've got to actually turn this around the other way. Ooh, ooh. Go over there. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to try that again. Oh my goodness. Okay, now, okay, good, we're getting better at this. I usually have a whiteboard thingy. All right, so what this says is that pond has duck, but also, I think the reason why this little doodad is here is you can say that there are multiple ducks, and the way you would do that is you use a star. So that's like multiple ducks. The pond may have multiple ducks. That's like the smallest little asterisk in the world, but that's how you would describe that. I think I want to go into a little more about this idea about composition. Okay, so we have this idea of composition, so inheritance. See, I can spell it now. Okay, inheritance, that was the triangle top, and that is yes, okay, so these are two ideas that we're going to be talking a little bit more about. I wanted to show you an example of where we used composition in the past. Actually, there's a few of them here. So this is composition. Which one is going to be nice and easy for me to see? Okay, this is an easy one. So here we have a backpack, and it is composed of 3 items. It's got a textbook object, a ruler object, and a pencil, and they are inside of the backpack. And then, so for this tea maker, I guess here's a tea bag and a kettle. Kettle has, what has it got in it? We've got a cup that is composed of a tea bag. And the other one we had was this popcorn business. So we have this microwave, and then you can put the popcorn in the microwave. You could put other things in the microwave too, so I guess that would be an aggregation rather than a composition. All right, so I think I've described these things to you. I would like you to try writing your own UML. And here's the example. Well, it's going to be something like, it's going to be an exercise. And I'll put this in the class notes too, but I want to have a house. Gonna have a kitchen, gonna have a bathroom and a car, and maybe some other stuff. I'll explain it a little clearer in the Blackboard thingy. But I would like you to make the UML for this. If you're feeling courageous, maybe you can figure out how to work this Draw.io better than me. Or you can just try drawing with your hands. Or there's lots of other ways. You can draw little boxes and stuff on this sketch pad. All right, I'll leave you guys to it. Good luck with that UML.